Michaeline, approximately how many miscarriages occur per year in the United States?
There's about 1 million miscarriages every year.
What percentage of those end up in the emergency room?
About 50 to 70%.
Who's the first person that usually talks to mom or dad?
Well, delivering the news is typically going to be the doctor.
The doctor. These are busy people, right? Mm-hmm. There are other people they feel they have to take care of, right? Do they have the time and maybe even the knowledge on how to deal with this at that moment?
I think it's more a question of the knowledge, because we can always use the time a little bit differently.
We're going to take a look at a scenario that you've commented is, unfortunately, can happen. Watch.
Leslie, right? Leslie?
Yeah.
Okay. We've confirmed you're undergoing spontaneous abortion.
Spontaneous abortion?
Yeah, the process isn't complete yet, though. So you can go home and complete the process, or we can schedule it for a D&C. So just, let me know what you want to do.
But everything was all right a week ago. We came in for an ultrasound. What happened?
These things happen. They happen. They happen to a lot of women. So, maybe you want to make an appointment with your OBGYN, and like I said, can go home, finish the process, or we can schedule you. Come back.
Can I have some time just to take, just talk with my husband at least?
Yeah, take a little bit of time, but we really need your decision as soon as you can. So I can give you, 5-10 minutes. I've got another patient, and I'll come right back to you, okay?
Okay.
Well, was that an exaggeration?
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Ouch.
Yeah, but we really can't. This isn't to dump on or blame the doctors, because as you mentioned, they're very busy. They also typically have had no instruction or education on how to talk about this or deliver the bad news. And then when we speak to the physicians themselves, they say that they're so uncomfortable. They just really don't know what to do.
So a lot of times they have the intention to soften this, but the ill at ease, the anxiety, and an enormously distraught person sitting in front of them shakes them too. We saw some of the bad habits that can happen. Now let's take a look at a better way to handle the exact same situation.
Hi, Leslie.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Spencer. And so we've examined you, and I'm very sorry to tell you that you are having a miscarriage.
What happened?
Well, we're not sure. We can say, though, this happens to many women. I know it doesn't make it any less difficult or painful for you, but you are going through the process of a miscarriage. And what we need to do now is the process has to complete. You can either go home and let it happen there, and we'll have a nurse counsel you on how that might go, or you can schedule to come back here for a D&C. But that's how it would, the rest of this would work out for you, Leslie.
What? My husband and I were here just last week for an ultrasound, and everything was fine.
Yes, and sometimes we just don't know why, but it happens, and we'll take very good care of you. And we care very much for you and for your loss and for your family. And so what I'll do right now is I'll have a nurse come back in, and she can walk you through the next steps that you'll have to take. And we'll be here for you if you need us.
Okay, thank you.
What a contrast! Michaeline, give us your analysis of the do's and the don'ts and the contrast in those two scenarios.
Yes. Well, I think you might have noticed that it was the same amount of time, but he used his time really differently. So you were seeing empathy and compassion. You were seeing eye contact, the gentle way that he was delivering the news, even the terminology. He said a miscarriage rather than a spontaneous abortion. And then also letting her know, like, we're going to have someone else come in and sit with you and provide some more information and support. That made all the difference in the world.
He knew she was emotionally falling, and he put softness underneath her, even in that few brief minutes he had.
Yes, yes.
That's a nice style.